let's talk about why people stay silent, why we bite our tongues when we disagree, why we go along with the crowd, even when it feels wrong. This is where the spiral of silence theory comes in. It's a powerful idea about public opinion, and it explains how fear can make even the loudest voices disappear. The theory was developed by Elisabeth Noelle-Neumann. She was a German political scientist. She saw how easily public opinion could be swayed, especially in times of uncertainty or political upheaval. Noelle-Neumann argued that our desire to fit in is incredibly strong, so strong that it can actually silence dissent. Think about it. Nobody wants to be the odd one out. Nobody wants to be ridiculed or rejected for their views. So, we constantly scan our social environment. We're looking for cues about what's acceptable and what's not. The spiral of silence theory suggests that we're really good at this, almost like social chameleons. We adapt our outward opinions to match the perceived majority. And the more we do this, the more certain voices get amplified, while others fade into the background. At the heart of the spiral of silence is a fundamental human fear, the fear of isolation. We are social creatures. We crave connection and belonging. And the threat of being ostracized from our group is a powerful motivator. Think about our evolutionary history. For our ancestors, being part of a group meant survival. Being cast out could mean death. Fast forward to today, and that primal instinct is still very much alive. We might not face physical danger for expressing unpopular opinions, but the social consequences can feel just as real. We risk losing friends, damaging relationships, or facing backlash at work. This fear of isolation acts as a silent pressure valve. It keeps us from speaking our minds, especially when we sense that our views might not be well received. The spiral of silence doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process. It starts with a perceived majority opinion gaining traction. Maybe it's a political stance, a social trend, or a cultural belief. As this dominant view becomes more visible, those who hold opposing views start to feel the pressure. They see the potential for backlash. They feel increasingly isolated. So they choose to stay silent. This silence is key to the spiral, because as more people with dissenting opinions stay quiet, the perceived majority grows stronger. It creates an illusion of consensus. This emboldens those who hold the dominant view to speak out even more forcefully. And the cycle continues. The minority opinion is further marginalized. More people self-censor, and the spiral tightens its grip. Section 4, Media's megaphone amplifying the majority, silencing the rest. The media plays a crucial role in the spiral of silence. Traditional news outlets, social media platforms, and online forums all contribute to shaping our perception of public opinion. They act as giant echo chambers, amplifying certain viewpoints while diminishing others. Think about how news stories are selected and presented. The media tends to focus on what's considered newsworthy, controversial, or likely to attract attention. This often means highlighting extreme views or sensationalized stories. Social media algorithms further exacerbate the problem. They create filter bubbles, feeding us content that aligns with our existing beliefs and shielding us from opposing perspectives. This creates a distorted reality where we're constantly exposed to opinions that confirm our own, making us believe that those views are more widely held than they actually are. Section 5, Echo Chambers and Hashtag Activism. The spiral of silence in the digital age. In the age of social media, the spiral of silence takes on new dimensions. The internet has become a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it can provide a platform for marginalized voices to be heard. On the other hand, it can amplify the spiral's effects, creating echo chambers and online mobs that silence dissent. Social media platforms thrive on engagement. Algorithms prioritize content that generates likes, shares, and comments. This creates a breeding ground for outrage culture, where extreme opinions and inflammatory rhetoric rise to the top. The fear of online harassment and public shaming is a powerful silencer. People are often hesitant to express dissenting views online for fear of being attacked, doxed, or cancelled. This creates a chilling effect on free speech, pushing dissenting voices further into the shadows. However, the digital age also offers opportunities to challenge the spiral of silence. Online communities can provide safe spaces for people to connect with like-minded individuals and find support for their views, even if those views are not considered mainstream.